Sydney FC are one of the founding members of the Isuzu Ute A-League. In our 17 years, we've won 31 trophies, and that makes us the most successful club in Australian football. We're a club that's built on local legends, local heroes and world-class players. We like to think of ourselves as big, bold and iconic, similar to the city that we're born from.
We are also incredibly proud of our new stadium that opened back in August 2022. As a club, we were on the road for 4 seasons, and it was important for us that we could portray our excitement of coming home through a really great web platform that we realised through Storyblok and Herbert Digital.
Our stadium, the Allianz Stadium, has superior views from every seat. It's an exceptional stadium in every way. Fantastic modern facilities, this great 360 walk around so you can see the action from wherever you are in the concourse, and just as importantly, a roof that keeps in the noise. That's been really important for us because our point of difference to Sporting Code is the noise our fans make. And when they bring their drums, they make the noise, you can hear it reverberate around the whole stadium. And that gets all the supporters going. Sydney FC's home was the old Allianz Stadium, which was knocked down to build a fantastic, fit-for-purpose, brand new stadium. What that meant for us as a club was 4 years on the road, and that became incredibly difficult over a long period. Over that 4-year period, there were fans we lost on the way. They'd fallen out of love of coming to Sydney FC games. The experience wasn't what they'd been used to. We had to find a way to bring them back. And that's when we started looking at alternatives. How were we going to build the hype? How were we going to explain about this stadium? And that was our big challenge.
So Sydney FC needed a best-of-breed website that was dynamic and engaging for their members and supporter base. They needed a website that was going to be easy to use and maintain. The idea was to create hype and engagement around the return to stadium, their spiritual home ground. Sydney FC's requirements were primarily to have a website that allowed their creative freedom of expression and be able to easily maintain and update the content. That's why we knew Storyblok was the right choice. Storyblok allowed us to be able to quickly and easily adapt to different content structures, data structures, and even the complex seating map that led to the Find My Experience feature. The site incorporates revolutionary features that have never been used before in such a fashion. So there was the seating matrix, there were the membership packages, and then there were also the hospitality packages, there was pricing, there were inclusions that all had to be sort of overlaid together and intertwined. So this seating matrix essentially needed to deal with all of these different variables, and then we had to actually tie them all together and marry them within Storyblok itself. So the flexibility of Storyblok, allowing the adaptability of content structures quickly and easily throughout the project, allowed us to be able to be more agile and adapt to those moving requirements. As soon as we had the actual real seating matrix and the real seating plan, we could then definitely bring that in a quick and easy fashion. It saved time, it saved effort across our development team, and it allowed us to be able to deliver quick and easy previews of the latest content to Sydney FC so they could see the latest and greatest. This should have been a complex project. However, Storyblok was the perfect fit. It allowed us to adapt quickly and change with the moving requirements.
We were under time pressure to get the website built, but we wanted something that was innovative. Herbert Digital built the website for us with revolutionary features, delivered the project and gave us time to populate in just 4 months. The intuitive design of Storyblok also allowed our content team to build out the content with very minimal training. This allowed us to get the message out to the Sydney FC fans ahead of time and was great in building the hype and the desire for them to buy season tickets and memberships ahead of our return.
The site experience offers supporters a one-stop shop for all Allianz Stadium news and information. The beauty of the Experience Selector is we're talking about a brand new stadium and fans haven't been inside the stadium, so they don't really know where the best seats are in the house. So having that Experience Selector really transforms the supporter into the stadium, and you can actually see where you're going to be seated. The Storyblok CMS played an enormous role in building our stadium website, which really allowed us to exceed all our expectations.
We always wanted to be able to create a future-proof solution. We wanted to ensure that configurability across the site, the content, the seating matrix, all of the different hospitality packages, if they wanted to add one, remove one, modify the way that it actually had different inclusions and pricing, that they had the ability to be able to have that complete configurability. Coming from a content management system that was very, very unwieldy, Storyblok was like a breath of fresh air for them.
The biggest win for us in using Storyblok is the flexibility that allows us to make changes to the content structure. As marketers, we can independently execute these changes without having to go back to the developers. And because of that, our initial plan for the site has changed. The initial idea behind the project was to build a website to sell memberships for 1 year, and once we were back in the stadium, we would move on to something else. We didn't plan to use the website any further than this, but the flexibility and the ability to manipulate the content gave us a different idea. Having worked with Storyblok, understood the flexibility he gave us, the ability to create content easily, and the low cost, it was a no-brainer for us to continue using Storyblok as our membership platform. In fact, in 2022, the page had close to 300,000 page views and over 1 million page events. Importantly, our Matchday attendance increased by 228% year on year, while Matchday revenue was up 370%. Storyblok also helped us with our productivity and our efficiency. To begin with, we were able to populate the whole website in the CMS in just 2 weeks over the Christmas holidays. It was so fast, and actually was a real relief to be able to get the work done so efficiently. Today, because of how easy and quick it is to update our content, we save on time, which is so important for a busy sports club. For us, the visual editor is fantastic. It makes the content management system so easy to use. It means I can jump in and out quickly, I can make quick changes, I can also plan out longer changes and know it's not going to take too much of my time. The whole experience is not a chore for me, it's something I look forward to when I need to make changes.
Storyblok has empowered us to tell our story in our own way. Our fans were really patient over the 4 years that we were out of Allianz Stadium. And I know every year as we saw the stadium get built and we were getting closer and closer and closer to moving back in, the excitement was building. So it was really important that we could design a platform and a tool where our fans could be confident about the types of experience that they're going to have. And Storyblok really enabled us to deliver that. And we had other sporting clubs come to us and say, wow, that's really amazing what you've built. We'd love to do the same. And we were really proud to share our experience with Storyblok and how we built what we're very proud of. And as a club, Sydney FC prides itself on being, a premium, bold, iconic club. And I think that's exactly what we were able to achieve in working with Storyblok to create a platform that enabled us to showcase the stadium in the way that we really wanted to showcase it.